Hey, welcome to Adventures with Peps. This week we're doing something a little bit different. As you can see, I have dug out my old Citi-block box set, originally designed for the Judge Dredd RPG game by Games Workshop. It was also used for the Imperium 40k games if you wanted to have something set within a Citi-block. This is probably a prized, one of the most prized possessions in my collection. The box is in pretty good shape when you consider the age. Look at that, the old Games Workshop logo. Absolutely love this kit. See, as you can see, the Citi-block set is the new... I can't talk. Citi-block sets new standards for Games Workshop's already mind-boggling range of floor plans. Not only are these plans fully compatible with those of the awesome Slaughter Margin supplement, which I have, which we will do an unboxing of that one soon in the future, but they are also ideal for playing out Warhammer 40k combat in buildings and hive worlds. The box contains 4 full-colour cardstock cutout overlays, 8 large 297 by 420mm full-colour plan sheets, and a 20-page block generation booklet, which is something that I'm particularly interested in. As a supplement for the scronting Judge Dredd role-playing game, Citi-block is an invaluable aid for GMs and players alike. Carl Sargent's block generation system is nothing if not comprehensive. Now you can design a complete mega Citi-block, and there are even tables for random generation for the inhabitants and their criminal records. You can use the plans straight out the box or follow the examples to lay out a variety of locations, from entrance plazas to sky rail stations, from city death armories to a helipad. So next time your judges conduct a crime blitz on the nearest sector block, you'll be ready for them. Don't know if you can see the image well enough, but there's the old Inquisitors, there's Space Pirate Squad, the old Space Marines, and in the corner here you got a ton of Judge Dredd figures. So cool. Let's have a look. The floor plan set are approved by the Inquisition as morally pure and suitable for use with the Warhammer 40k. Captain Flavius Exodus has personally tested the new rules for fighting on a square grid and guarantees that the plans make an ideal simulation of a hive world. Very cool. Obviously figures shown are not supplied. Made in England. The old address. The US version of it, Judge Dredd copyright 1987. 87, wow. That's what, coming up to 40 years, 40 minus, like 36 years old. That's hilarious. It's beautiful. It's in better condition than me. And I'm only 4 years older than it. Right, we have the booklet. Now, let's not get distracted by all the fun stuff that's in the box. We have the Citi-block booklet. Obviously you get your introduction, you get a block table, you got your different block types. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit better. Ooh. There we go. Very similar to what you see in the block war, apart from the sizes are off, but pre-atomic war, pre-apocalypse war, post-apocalypse war, a con-app, and a special. See below. So it goes through how to use the booklet, how to generate your block, talks about pre-war, pre-apocalypse, post-apocalypse, con-apps, special block, commercial industry, special facility. Special facility blocks include Croc block for old age citizens, a recycle unit, and other such places. Essential block features, so elevators, anti-grav chutes, stairs, service shafts. It then shows you a layout that you can do to represent an entrance plaza, which is so cool. Talks about the different areas that you should think about. And there's like a classic boiler room, a couple of stairs. There's like these pillars, weird engine systems, I guess. There's vehicle access bays. Talks about apartments, hyperlux hubs, apps and shops, apartments and facilities, offices, shops only, facilities only, offices only, and light industrial or special. There's just so much to go through. So in this version, you have a vehicle access, usually found on levels 3 to 50. There's normally one for every 100 levels. There's the plaza floors. Usually have 2 if they've got at least 500 floors. And ones with 501 plus floors have 3 plaza levels. Got city dev, med centers, schools. Just keeps going on and on. So this is a very much more in-depth version of what we did with the original RPG book. It really goes into every detail. Like, you can plan the floors of poor, standard or superior quality. You can work out what the industrial units do. You can work out what special units you have. So there's like the jet ball stadium, the heliport, the mega bot palace, the vid auditorium. It describes every one of those. This is such a cool little book to read through. And then the shops, you can roll up for every shop. We won't read through all of them, but things like antique shop, delicatessens, an eatery, electrical, hardware, jewelers, robo shop, toy shop. You then have banks, libraries, nightclubs, shuggy halls. That's like the snooker clubs. Very cool. What your office units all do. This is hardcore in-depth. Probably not something I'm going to do at this time. But it's so cool that they give you so much info, like even the apartments. You work out what every apartment is in the building if you wanted to. You would have to be, I think, psychotic if you were to do a full unit. And then here's examples how you could make your different apartments. Look at that. It's just detail after detail after detail. How to set up your offices. You can, every apartment you can roll to see what's there. If they've got concealed items. Talks about shops more in depth, med centers and offices. And then you get occupants. Well, are they unemployed? Are they working? Are they a service worker? Are they innocent? Do they have criminal records? It's just so in depth. It's crazy that they actually went this far into it, but psychological table, child hater, a fetish, a foodsie, law admirer, a law hater, weird hobby, extrovert, introvert, very anxious. It's just, you could spend hours just designing a single floor for a game. I love it. But it then tells you how many people work in each thing. So officers get 1d4 people per 100 square meters. Shops, usually 3 people. A manager, a salesperson, a handy type person. Med centers. Banks, credit agencies, insurance get treated as officers. Libraries have 1 to 4 librarians. 1 to 2 medics, 2d6 psychologists, 2d6 auxiliaries for the counselling services. Security have 1 to 10. Robo schools, 2 human teachers, 4d6 robo teachers, med centers. It just goes on. Look at it. Stats to make different specialists for your officers. Also talks about the perps. You get shop raiders, punks. And then we go into 40k, which I'm less interested in. I was never a rogue trader player. I did own Rogue Trader back in the day, but I never really got beyond looking at the pretty pictures in the book. It just, considering it's such a small book, like, it's teeny tiny. There's so much detail crammed into it. And then on the back, this was the heyday for 2000 AD games. Obviously, we've seen Rebellion re-release Blockmania, the Judge Dredd game. But there was also this one, Rogue Trooper, which I hope will come back at some point. And then obviously the Judge Dredd RPGs. I have all of these. So at some point we will go through this. And we will go through this. That's the book. Very impressed. Now the contents, I'm not gonna lie, I use this all the time. Even let my kids play with it. So let's go through a few of the parts. We got pool tables. We have vid phones. Box office for like a movie theatre. These represent column pillars that would hold up the ceilings. Great for like plazas and basement levels. This represents an elevator shaft. Little office setup. Got your little plant table with the computer. Some weird machinery tank, I guess, from the boiler room. Little kitchen setup. Concrete pillars. Then you have things like the Pat Wagon, which Warlord Games recently released, and this isn't actually far off. It's about the right size. Got water features, some more machinery. Let's speed this up. We'll just slowly hold things up and pass them over. Little, I guess that one was a H-Wagon. This is the Pat Wagon. Little office reception. This represents a grav chute, the quickest way to move between floors. We got a little coffee shop setup. These represent glass walls, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were meant to represent windows and what have you. Little lounge living room setup. There's some cars. Very similar to what you got in the starter set for Judge Dredd. Another elevator. Staircase. Little counter barrier setup. It's just so many pieces. Gotta admit, my kids love playing with this set, and I don't blame them. They use it to make their own little house for their creatures to play in. Some wall sections. Little truck. We're getting through it slowly. More vehicles. This is like doors. If you imagine it was a barricade at like an underground station, what that represents. And we have bedrooms, bathrooms, motorbikes, more pool tables. It just goes on, and it's great. Got like little machinery things. This is an escalator. Got bookcases, shop, like shelving. Keeps going on, just keeps going. And then we have some of the bigger vehicles. The big old moped, which is massive. I love it. And then we have this weird helicopter piece, which I guess is meant to be like a statue slash scenery. And then finally, we'll just tip this out. Actually get the floor plans now. I've never actually counted to see if I had them all, but the box set 8. So 1, 2, 3, there's a few there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got more than 9. I got a lot more. So I got lucky. There might even be some slaughter margin ones in it. But there you go. So this represents a road. and maybe the pedestrian footpath that would run past it that's separated. You could set it up that there's a moped on it. Get your figures. Maybe there's a mutie that's shooting down the moped and your characters have to stop him. It was a very quick and easy setup. You play D&D, you're probably used to all this stuff. Not going to surprise you in any way. Then we have the helipad one. It's so fun. It's just fun to put these out and let the kids build their own little hab blocks and make up stories of how their critters live here. This feels like an industrial unit. Yeah, just loads of floor plans. That's a single sheet, so I think that's slaughter margin, and this one is a double. So you could make a decent size little map out of these. This is the one that they use for the floor, for the entrance. Nice wide open space so you can build whatever you want. Oh, this was the entrance plaza. So this represents you're outside, and then you have like the welcome gate and set up some desks. This is the train track. You got your different platforms that people can come and go by. And yeah, it's just never ending. This is my favorite one. It's obviously the garden or arboretum inside of the building. I could just imagine some perps running wild in there. So let's mess around. Let's use this one. Tidy up a little. And yeah, it's very simple. You would set it out, decide what you're up to. Maybe we're making the welcome office have a counter. Old granny, maybe she's working the counter. She can have a couple of plants. What else? Have some shelving units. Maybe they just got a delivery. No naked flames. No idea what that piece of machinery is, but let's tuck it in over here. There you go, you put in a few bits. Got a staircase that leads upstairs. Ooh, that's upside down. Maybe that takes you to the next floor up. And for no reason whatsoever, there's just a washroom in there. There you go. It's as simple as that. And you play out your little game. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you'll see this in some random games that I play in the future. But I hope you've enjoyed looking inside this box. And let me know if you want to see more of Judge Dredd from the 80s. Or if there's something in this box you want to see a bit closer up. I will catch you in the next video soon. Cheers for watching.